The World Trade Center is located in the financial district of Lower Manhattan, New York City. This is the view of the World Trade Center complex today. This is where the old-time and famous Twin Towers were located. The Twin Towers were the world's tallest building from 1971 to 1973. The height of the North Tower was 1,368 feet and South Tower was 1,362 feet. The One World Trade Center building today is the same height as the North Tower without the spire. Twin Towers each had 110 floors. Let's go back to before 9/11 attack. The whole World Trade Center complex looked very different compared to today's. This was Building 7, Building 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, also known as Twin Towers. Under the ground there was a layer of slurry wall around this complex.
MES note, the 70 feet to bedrock should be shown much shorter than the 208 feet wide Twin Towers.
It was used to prevent water from the Hudson River going through the soil and flood the construction site. There were 6 levels of floors under the ground. The foundation of the Twin Towers went 70 foot deep down to the bedrock. This is the core of the building, running from the bedrock to the top of the building.
MES note again, the underground depth is not to scale. Each Twin Tower was 208 feet wide. The depth from ground level to the bedrock was 70 feet deep. The below-ground floors of the 3D model should be much more shallow, as in the shown construction images.
The core contains 47 steel columns. Let's take a look inside the core. It has restroom, utility rooms, a lot of elevators, but only 3 emergency stairwells. This is the exterior steel column of the buildings. This is a floor system. It was made of lightweight steel and concrete. All of these parts held the building together in place. The Twin Towers are said to withstand earthquake and hurricane wind power.
We have 2 towers, huge towers, very large objects once upon a time. Let's look at how they're built. The core columns, huge beefy beams. And then we have the outer columns and floors bolted between the 2. These floors are pretty elaborate structures with this webbing of trusses underneath. Can you imagine putting your arms around one of these beams? It's pretty large. I look at this picture and wonder how someone could believe that every single piece of cross-section would disintegrate at the same time, due to heat, due to whatever. And as they're building it, you can see the very substantial core columns. Looks like it's half the floor space. And then they went away. So here we have WTC-3, also known as the Marriott Hotel. Right after WTC-2 was destroyed, had this big gouge out of it. Vertical slice separating the southernmost edge of it. This was before Tower 1 was destroyed, and when Tower 1 was destroyed, the rest of this building went away. And we have these 3 wheat checks stabbed into the pavement. And here is what's left. This little tiny stub looked like it was the base of this tall, narrow portion. Just a little tiny bit of it left. This is looking north-northeast, across where Tower 1 used to stand an hour or 2 earlier. Where'd it go? From this down to Here's a top view of the site. Building 4, you don't have the main body of it, you just have the north wing. Where did it go? Where are the towers? Bankers Trust is 40 stories, so we're missing 60 or 70 stories of building, more than half of it. Where'd it go? Where are the towers? Where are the towers? Where'd it go? Tower 1 is so overshadowed by this 8-story remnants of Building 6. What's wrong with this picture? You should have at least 100 more stories of the north wall of Tower 1. Where is the north wall? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?